In this video, I would like to take a look at the main theme of the latest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That film is, of course, Avengers: Infinity War, and the theme that I think it is talking about is sacrifice. Now, it goes without saying that in order to do a video like this, I will need to go into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, please do go and watch it before you watch this video. Now, in the film, we have this character of Thanos, who of course is the main villain, and he has this plan to essentially wipe out half of the life in the universe. While that is a very extreme plan that any right-thinking person wouldn't kind of get on board with, as a viewer, there are moments when you may find yourself thinking, actually, you know what? From a purely logical standpoint, that does kind of make sense. And it's one of the reasons that makes Thanos in this film one of the better villains of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His plan does have a certain sense of logic to it. It's this certain sense of logic that brings us to the age-old question, well, with all the troubles in the world, with all the pain and the suffering, why doesn't God do something? Why doesn't he step in? And the answer to that is also found in the characters of the Avengers and the way in which they are willing to lay down their lives for the rest of humanity. There's a really great episode of The X-Files in which Mulder is granted 3 wishes from a genie, and in one of his wishes he uses it to wish for world peace. And the very simplistic answer that is given to him, the very logical answer that is given to him from this genie is that, well, she wipes out humanity. I mean, think about it. You get rid of humanity, you get rid of war, you get rid of famine, you get rid of all manner of sin, of jealousy and greed and adultery. It seems logical, therefore, that the only way to allow the universe to thrive and to flourish is to get rid of the people that are in it. It makes sense. And that is essentially what Thanos is doing, which is why on some weird, deep-seated, hidden level, we can kind of get our heads around his plan. We can kind of see the logic in it. It's because it is logical. And yet, despite that, we can never truly get behind his ideas, behind his way of thinking. Not unless, of course, you're this guy. No, it's the Avengers that we get behind still. They are still the heroes. They are still the people we want to go along with. And the reason for that is that they are willing to lay their own lives down. They're not looking to the rest of humanity. They're not looking at the rest of the life forms within the universe. They're not looking to wipe them out in order to make the universe better, even though, yes, it might be logical. No, they are willing to put their lives on the line. They are willing to lay their lives down for the sake of others. And that's exactly what we find in the person of Jesus, in the character of Jesus, in the character of God. For as it says in 1 John chapter 3, verse 16, this is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. And of course, brothers and sisters in this sense doesn't mean our literal blood brothers and sisters, the people we're related to, but all men and all women. So the next time you find yourself asking the question, why doesn't God do something about it? Just remember, he has. But what is your response going to be to that ultimate act of sacrifice?